I can help. I have some strategies with which to annoy you, some psychomotoric methodologies to stimulate your enthusiasm for the misery. Huh? You, sir, I can annoy you. Huh? Treat you like a naughty child. You are a small-minded, complacent, self-centered consumer bumpkin. Doesn't work. He has heard it all before. Okay. I can reverse psychology and treat your condition with excessive understanding, because there are very many people here in this room who have very, very good, legitimate reasons to be desperate. That is good, that's human. So let's just run away! No, I don't like that. That is cognitive sincerity. It is to tell people that they are people. You, sir, are a person. Well, we are all people, and fish are fish, and stones, stones, cheese, cheese. I absolutely refuse to be that understanding. And so, I am going to treat you with a generous dose of the simple facts. You have come to the Backspace place, witnessed something unique, wonderful, that gouges out the societal mechanisms of denial, exposes them to laser-sharp analysis, so they never again can sabotage our resolve. Am I depressing anyone? I am depressing myself. I find not any of this to be very comforting. And yet this is not the worst. It is not yet rock bottom. Fewer than 1% of people in this room have ever stuffed their own sausages. You are maintaining balance, sir? Yeah? You're not falling into the great abyss, despite all my shoving and pushing? Is it a secret you possess that you could share with some people? Would you mind if I put my hand on your shoulder? No. And lo, there came before them a man, an empty-handed man, with grave delusions that he had something inside. And if the gathering of the people could push him to the edge of his subconscious, something necessary would happen. And that together they would create memorable beauty of vast, decisive worth. And that out of the very emptiness of his empty-handedness, a tiny bubble of reasonable behavior would erupt. I don't want to talk about this. Most of you, many of you, are probably frightened, huh? That sometime in your later years you will end up like me, blousing away into the void. I cannot leave, nor paradoxically can you. Well, you can leave, of course, and in some circles this will be considered an act of bravery. If you a wonderful anecdote for the dinner parties, but I don't think this is so. In this, our condition, our collective condition, this would be rubbish. If anybody's to leave, is to be me. Again, very attractive proposition, but sadly unrealistic. We are all here together to the bitter end. No matter how frightened. A slurp from the fountain of maturity. I suspect many of you, most of you, are wishing that I would get to the point. This is not very easy. If I am to say, look, this is the point, this is disaster, this is dramaturgical disaster, you will think that I am being tricky. one question. I have been neurotically making you miserable successfully. Why is this so easy? How is it that chronic miserability comes so natural to you, or to me? And not to everybody, of course. No, but to 65% of us. So if you personally feel that you are an optimistic, cheery person, then statistically you have a bundle of misery sitting on either side of you. Okay? I feel I should mention that we are now moving to the dangerous bit. Life as we know it is about to get decidedly more unpleasant. It's my fault. And I shall not be offering reassuring hugs, huh? No. Yeah. Oh, okay. Everybody afterwards, huh? With or without the schnapps. Because of the inadequate ventilation. I suspect it is becoming increasingly obvious that the chances for us to make concrete action here tonight are ebbing out, without us even having come to a convincing poetic excuse for our togetherness. Huh? A moment of beauty. We are surrounded by moments of repugnant beauty, rather a moment of embarrassing self-indulgence by one who should know better. Now I am writing my own press clippings. A suggestion. Grow your own vegetables. This is not a sponsored link from Ontario Federation of Organic Vegetable Peoples. No, this is investment advice. I get the sensations that things are getting more and more feeble. I am not going to apologize for this either. It is our collective feebleness that is here under examination, and it is big. It is very big. And perhaps this is the together gettings of us help. I cannot say how. I cannot say that I personally all of a sudden feel great mounds of hope. No, I am naive, but I'm not that naive. And even though I have now almost by accident brought you, me, us to the very brink of deep despondency, I can promise you that within 2 days, you, me, us will have returned to scratching our body parts and making some bad jokes as if nothing has happened. Well, nothing has happened, but, except that I've made us all miserable. And so it somehow becomes my duty, my responsibility to make things better again, to turn your progressive misery and your renewed awareness that the cake is cooked into well-informed resolve to take things on the chin and accept a drastic renegotiation of your comforts quotas. I did say that I would be polite, but this is the state of affairs. And this, too, is instructive. It is good. And you are good, etc., we know this. And you are perfect, etc., we know this. It may turn the intestines, but our brains, too, are wonderful in their pathetic little way. And I'm not talking about you, sir. No, I am talking about all of us. Our neurological processes are built to wipe things out, the worriness, the pain, the guiltiness. Huh? We do this, our brains automatically do this, they wipe these things out. And it is not really very interesting that this, our infinite capacity to suppress the sensations of impending disaster, is a historic necessity, a trick in order to exist at all. And the basic human survival tool, which, sad to say, has defeated its usefulness and left us with this bloated organ of unconsciousness, this champion of chronic paralysis, and this idiot center of anesthesiisms.